We're discussing about crimes against humanity. Crimes against humanity constitute one of the most serious violations of international criminal law, affecting the entire international community due to the nature and scope of the acts that comprise such crimes. Their modern codification and institutional incorporation are reflected in Article 7 of the Statute of Rome, establishing the International Criminal Court as adopted in 1998. Unlike other categories of international crimes, such as genocide or war crimes, crimes against humanity received their most comprehensive institutional definition in their own statutes. The concept of crimes against humanity is strictly governed by the principle nullum crimen sine lege, no punishment without a pre-existing provision of law, as enshrined in Article 22 of the ICC statute. This ensures that prosecution can only occur for acts that were already defined as criminal at the time of their commission, and that definitions of crimes are interpreted narrowly in favor of the accused. Moreover, Article 7 of the Statute of the International Criminal Court provides a legally clear and detailed framework that reflects the political will of the ICC's member states. In contrast to earlier definitions like those provided in the Nuremberg trials, the Tokyo trials, the former Yugoslav Republic Tribunal or the Tribunal for Rwanda, the definition is not based on victor-imposed justice or temporary international mandates, but on consensus and negotiations among 160 states. Article 7 of the ICC statute defines crimes against humanity as acts committed as part of a widespread or systematic attack directed against the civilian population with knowledge of the attack by the perpetrator. The widespread or systematic requirement highlights the gravity and organized nature of these crimes, excluding isolated or sporadic incidents. The attack does not need to be military in nature, but represent the implementation or advancement of a state or organizational policy at repression, extermination, or enslavement of civilians. This means that even tacit support or deliberate inaction by governments or organizations can constitute a policy encouraging crimes against humanity. A critical element of crimes against humanity is mens rea, the presence of intent and knowledge. Full awareness of all aspects of the attack or the details of the political plan behind the attack is not required. It suffices that the perpetrator is aware that their acts are part of a broader attack against civilians and intends to contribute to or promote that attack. Article 7, paragraph 1 includes 11 core categories of crimes, each defined with specific and strict criteria. We have murder, which is the intentional deprivation of life, extermination, which includes infliction of living conditions intended to destroy population groups, enslavement, exercising ownership of rights over individuals, such as human trafficking, deportation or forcible transfer, which is the forced removal from areas of lawful residence without international justification, imprisonment or severe deprivation of liberty in violation of fundamental rights, torture, which is causing severe pain or suffering to persons in custody or control, sexual violence, which includes rape, forced pregnancy, or sterilization, sexual slavery, etc., persecution, targeting groups of political, religious, ethnic, or cultural purposes, and forced disappearances, apartheid, and other inhumane acts which causes severe physical or mental suffering. The concept of policy-based attacks and the perpetrator's responsibility within the notion of crimes against humanity. There's also the significance of codification in the Statute of Rome of 1998 that establishes the International Criminal Court, and that codification actually marks a very crucial step in shaping the global legal order. There's a unified, clear, and internationally agreed upon formulation which enhances legal certainty and judicial accountability for serious human rights violations. Crimes against humanity, as defined in Article 7 of the Statute of the International Criminal Court, are a foundational component of international criminal justice. Their strict legal definition, the requirement of a policy or organizational attack, and the clear enumeration of the acts involved ensure effective prosecution of those responsible for grave and widespread violations of fundamental rights. They also serve as a warning and barrier against the abuse of power for the repression, destruction, or enslavement of populations. Through this legal instrument, the Statute of the International Criminal Court, the International Court becomes a guardian of the collective moral and legal responsibility of the international community.